What is up, guys? It is American Hill Politics back here today, and today we are going to be doing my first 2022 governor's prediction. And as you can see, we got a lot of governorships that are going to be up for election in 2022. Some of these in 2021, those being Virginia and New Jersey. The rest of these will be in 2022, and a lot of these races all depend on who is going to be on the ticket with them, whether it's the Senate candidate or House candidates, depending on the district. That will all determine or help determine and play a role in the turnout in this election. So there is, I believe, 33 governorships that will be up for grabs in 2022. So it's going to be a fun year to say the least. So let's go ahead and get right into this. So the safe governorships for 2022 are California. Guys, no, nothing's going to happen in California. You might see it get within 15, maybe, but it would still be safe. No matter no matter what happens in the recall and all that stuff. So it doesn't matter. New York, obviously, New York is going to be safe, even though Cuomo probably going to run again, but regardless, he'll still win by 15 or more, most likely. Maryland. Larry Hogan will no longer be around. Sadly, term limits are going to end his reign as governor of Maryland, and the seat will flip automatically back to the Democrats in 2022, which is sad. But moving on, we have the state of Hawaii. That one's pretty obvious. Hawaii's not going to be close. And the last one, I believe, is Rhode Island. Rhode Island's not going to be close. Oh, we do have one more, Colorado. Colorado is going to be safe. There's no real candidate that's going to run, and it's trending heavily Democrat. So, yeah, that's it for the Democratic safe states. Next up, Republican safe states, Idaho, Wyoming, South Dakota, Nebraska. Kansas we'll talk about in a second. Oklahoma, Arkansas, Alaska. No, guys, Alaska's not going blue. Tennessee, Alabama, South Carolina, and arguably Florida. You could argue that Florida will be safe. So I'm going to leave it there for now. Massachusetts, Charlie Baker is going to run and win there again, and Phil Scott in Vermont. Both very liberal Republicans that will win. And I think that's it for the safe states. Texas, you could argue, would be safe also, actually, especially if the Dems nominate Beto O'Rourke. You just look at who he is, and he is not going to do well against Abbott. And Abbott's going to get reelected. Trump endorsed him. And yeah, Abbott's got it no matter what. There's not going to be any primary challenger in Texas. I can guarantee all that now. So that is it for the safe states as a whole. Likely states, Republican states, Ohio, whether it's what's his face, who I'm drawing a blank on right now. He'll probably get Mike DeWine. That's who it is. He will most likely get reelected. And then Iowa, same thing. It's close. It might be a little bit closer. It could be close to 5, but we'll see what happens there. And I think that's it for the likely Republican states, likely Dem states. Illinois. I put Illinois here. It could be between, I would say 9 and 15. But Pritzker, if he's the candidate, which he most likely will be, he's probably going to go not get the large margins that he got last time. Oregon, Oregon was likely in 2018 in a blue wave year, so we'll see what happens there. Kate Brown will not be the nominee, um, so it will be open. We will see what happens there. And then last one, or no, not last one, Maine, no real candidate there. Republicans aren't really contesting that one. New Jersey, Connecticut, Minnesota. Minnesota, there's not really a candidate to run up there. Mike Lindell was rumored for a while, but he would get demolished in Minnesota, I hate to say. And then the state of New Mexico, you could argue would be likely, but you'll see what I'm going to do with that in a little bit. On to the lean states. Arizona, most likely still going to be likely Republican, in my opinion. You look at 2018, Doug Ducey won by almost or well over safe territory, almost won by 15 points. Whether he is the nominee or not, we will see. The Republicans in the state legislature are putting the pressure on him right now, as well as the people of Arizona. And he's not doing so well. He's not done well in handling the audit. He's been very very down on the audit, and he's not very favorable from Republicans for that, as well as vetoing all of these bills like election reform and critical race theory. Not a very popular thing to do in the state of Arizona. Moving on, Wisconsin, Tony Evers is not going to be reelected, in my opinion. He's probably going to lose by 2 to 4%, probably. Whether it's Sean Duffy or whoever the Republican candidate is, I think that they will win in the state of Wisconsin. And then Kansas, I think, will be lean. 2018 was a fluke. Unfortunately, Chris Kobach could not get it done, but I do think that Kelly is going to be going down by around 4 to 5 points, maybe more. Just depends. Kansas is a weird establishment state. Moving on. Oh, and then one more. We got one more. Chris Sununu is not running in New Hampshire. However, I do believe it will be lean Republican, no matter the nominee, just because state government is very weird in the Northeast, and I do think that New Hampshire will stay Republican in terms of the governorship, not on the national level. But we'll see. The lean Democrat states, New Mexico will be a lean Democrat. We'll see if Mark Ronchetti decides to run. Maybe he will. He can make it close. And then the state of Virginia. Virginia is one of the 2021 races. Glenn Youngkin is making a huge run at this governorship. He is the most money raised of any candidate in Virginia's history. And I think he could make it close. Right now, I would say it's within 3 points, but we'll see. And that is the last one for the. We're going to go west to east for these. So Nevada, for right now, I am going to say that it is tilt Democrat. I think it could go either way, but I am going to say tilt Democrat for now, just because I don't really see any candidates in mind who have declared that they are running yet. However, it could be close. We'll see. But that could very easily be, tilt Republican, but we'll see. Michigan. The Detroit chief of police is all but running for the governorship as a Republican, and we will see if he can take down Whitmer. Whitmer won by around 10 points in 2018. She's still, for some reason, somewhat approved in the state of Michigan, regardless of her lockdown scandals and all sorts of things. For now, it is going to be tilt Democrat. However, I do think that the Detroit chief of police could possibly make a run at it. We will see, though. Pennsylvania, the recent events in Pennsylvania are, they can't be ignored, to say the least. But you look at Pennsylvania, and you go back to 2018, and you see, oh, it was basically a 17-point win for the Democrats. Wolf won by a large, large margin. However, I do think that Pennsylvania, it could be close. There's two Republican candidates up in Pennsylvania. There's a really deep bench for the Senate. Depending on who the candidate for Senate is, I think that this could flip. However, I am going to say right now tilt Democrat, but that could for sure change. Believe me, that could change. Georgia. You look at 2018, and you see Brian Kemp barely defeated Stacey Abrams. So back even in 2018, you look at the suburban shift even before 2020, and you can see that it is not something that can be ignored. Brian Kemp will not get reelected if he is the nominee. I feel like you look at these suburbs of Gwinnett County and Cobb County, as well as Newton County. You look at all these counties, Henry County, Clayton County. These all used to be solid Republican areas, but not anymore. And you look at Augusta, you look at Savannah, trending heavily Democrat. You look at all these counties, Columbus, Muskogee County. However, I do think that Vernon Jones is going to take down Brian Kemp, and especially with a guy like Walker at the top of the ticket, Herschel Walker being the potential Senate candidate, I think that he could pull Vernon Jones over the line, and I think that it will stay with the Republicans very, very narrowly over Stacey Abrams, assuming she is the nominee. But the only one, the two up here that I think could go really either way at this point, really three, are Nevada, Michigan, Pennsylvania. All really could go either way at this point, I do think. And you can make a case for Virginia too. So the Republicans really have a chance at 32 governorship seats, which would be just amazing if they could get that done. It would take a lot to get that done. That would be a gain of 5 seats in 2022. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like down below if you did. Let's try to hit 15 likes, 15 to 20 likes on this video. I know it's not a lot, but if you could leave a like, that'd be great. Leave a comment down below for other suggestions that you want to see. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and turn on notifications by hitting that little bell. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time on American Hill Politics. Thanks.